Hi everybody, I'm Jordan Rolfus from Beagle Rampant Productions, and welcome to my first ever reaction video. I know I'm not really the first person to go to for good, excited reactions. I'm not like Son's Bookish Games, who is so passionate and vibrant about announcements and things like that. I've been accused of being, you know, a little, that's pretty darn magical. Good for it. It's okay. Whatevs. You know, that's just sort of my personality, I guess, but I'm going to try to go ahead and do this little reaction video here, something I've never done before. I'm going to figure out how to edit it and make it look good, but of course it's this channel, so you know it probably won't look too good by the end of everything. I got my squeaky office chair here, and my neighbors are acting kind of crazy, so if you hear loud thumps or gunshots, just ignore that. Yeah, we got some new neighbors, and they've been making the neighborhood interesting, let me tell you. But the thing we're going to be reacting to today is Sega's announcement of their brand new console. Just a few moments ago, Sega dropped that they're going to be releasing a brand new console, and we're going to go ahead and take a look at this puppy and see what I think here. In 2020, Sega will release a game-changer in mobile technology. So, ooh, the Sega Tennyson phone. So it's a cell phone, yeah. Mobile technology. HDR 50 megapixel camera, darnell. Perfect 4K resolution. Woo, and look at that speaker, too. My goodness. The ultimate gaming machine, 12 gigs of RAM and 2 terabytes of internal storage. Oh, wow. Ooh, and the Saturn controller with Bluetooth. Oh, wow. Every Sega game ever from the Sega store. Nice. Ultra Bluetooth lets you enjoy Tennyson phone across all your devices. Oh, and Tomb Raider, so it really is every Sega game. And an exclusive sneak peek of the first game. Oh, what is it? Oh my god, it's Troubleshooter! Woohoo! Only on the Sega Tennyson phone there. Oh my goodness. Oh, the Sega Tennyson phone, coming in August of 2020. Autumn, wow, literacy. Click subscribe to find out how you can save $400. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so it said autumn, not August. Wow, reading there. So yeah, we have kind of a monster thing here. Sega's doing a cell phone, which is kind of interesting. Sega's been flirting with mobile technology for a little bit. You can get these, like, Sega Genesis controllers that you can plug directly into your cell phone to, you know, play some Sega games. And they are official Sega products. So Sega has been sort of courting this idea of the mobile market. And it's interesting with the release of the Nintendo Switch. You know, the Nintendo Switch, you can take it anywhere and you can project it onto your television set, but you need to put it in the dock to project it onto your television set. If you can really use this ultra Bluetooth, and you gotta love how, like, phone companies and technology companies will take a current technological standard, add a word on it, and then all of a sudden you think, oh no, but it's ultra Bluetooth, so it's obviously murder! But, you know, it's probably just Bluetooth. I mean, ultra, like, come on, you know, sometimes we just, you know, puffery. Yeah, the legal scholars would call that nonsense puffery, but whatever. You know, you can use this Bluetooth technology on this Sega Tennyson phone to barf your phone display onto your television set, ideally. Now, we don't know, will there be a discrepancy between the Tennyson phone and, like, a Samsung TV or a Sony TV? We actually don't have a whole lot of information at all from this little video. In fact, this video almost feels, honest to God, it feels like they took a Samsung Galaxy phone, kind of reskinned it, did the basic generic template, and created a presentation that you would really give an executive to gain interest and to get the project greenlit, as opposed to something you would actually release to the consumers a little over a year before the product is released. Like, you don't actually see anyone holding this product. You don't see this product actually really in use. This seems like it's just a big old corporate thing that, you know, they wanted to gain interest, see how far they could go with this, etc., etc. And yeah, and then they just sort of released that to the public here. Of course, the high dynamic range 50 megapixel camera, like, that's wolf in terms of cell phone technology. Like, I think that's kind of the best currently on the market that you can get, a 50 megapixel cell phone camera. Like, that is really impressive. The Sega Saturn controller, I've mentioned before, the Model 2 US Saturn controller and the Model 1 Japanese Saturn controller have been my favorite game controllers for any console ever released, so that's going to be really exciting. I'm really going to love that. And looks like they got some more buttons. They got the analog sticks there. Now, a company called Retrobit did go ahead and they released a Saturn controller that had analog sticks, but on that controller, the one from Retrobit, the analog sticks are kind of at the bottom of the controller here from Sega themselves with this Tennyson phone thing here. It looks like they're kind of more further north, I guess? Huh. The geography of a game controller. But, you know, they're positioned so that the actual shape of the Saturn controller seems to remain relatively intact. So that's pretty cool, and you can see from that Sega store, you really can get every Sega game ever if they are indeed going to have Tomb Raider, the last revelation there, the first game to be released on the Dreamcast from the Tomb Raider series there. And, of course, Troubleshooter. Oh my gosh, I love Troubleshooter. For those of you who may not be familiar with Troubleshooter, it involves these two girls, Crystal and Madison. They go around, they like a lot of trouble, and they like a lot of shooting. It was a shoot-'em-up game for the Genesis. In Japan, it was called Battle Mania, and there were two games for it. There's a Troubleshooter. I think the second one was only released in Japan, if I'm not mistaken. If I cared, I'd go ahead and do some research and pop up some text with some facts on there for you on that one. But the first Troubleshooter game was actually one of my most impressive gaming finds. There was a little store called Buybacks in my area. God rest your soul, Buybacks, no longer with us. But, and don't go Googling Buybacks either. If you go to their website, your antivirus will never forgive you. But, yeah, I go to Buybacks, I buy this Sega Genesis game Troubleshooter for like $16, and then I get home and I'm like, okay, let's see on eBay how much this puppy actually goes for. Did I get a good deal? And boy, did I, because at that time the price was trending at about $400, and the motorcycle's out. You know how my neighborhood is, but yeah, like, my heart stopped beating when I found out that this game that I spent $16 for goes for $400. Now, if you hop on eBay, you know, the prices are a lot more modest. You can get it for in the $100, possibly even less than $100 range, so what can you do, you know? But, yeah, going back to the Sega Tennyson phone there, and of course that speaker looked really impressive. Like, that looked, like, good, so they didn't really mention the speaker so much, but I have high hopes for it, man. I really do. And of course, at the very end, they have the click subscribe to save of $400. Save. Subscribe to Seba Super. Click subscribe to save $400. So that kind of indicates to me that this thing might be a little bit on the pricier side, because if they're trying to save you $400, it's probably going to be not a whole lot of money to Sega themselves there. Of course, and I know I've been screwing you guys over with this Dreamcast Nerdinalia. I've been having all sorts of technical problems, but one of the points I intend to make in that video is that the Dreamcast didn't really give Sega the profits they needed. They lowered the cost of the Dreamcast. It was way more cost-effective for the consumer than the Sega Saturn was, and it sold a lot better than the Sega Saturn. But Sega themselves weren't really able to make a profit, so that kind of contributed to why Sega on the Dreamcast there. But, I mean, I think Sega probably learned their mistakes, and, you know, they're probably not going to price it so that they aren't going to make a good, solid buck from this. But overall, I'm happy to see Sega getting back in the console market. Do I think this thing will be actually released in the autumn of 2020? No, because from where we are now and from what we've seen, they need to be working 24/7 to get this actually market ready in the autumn of 2020, I think. It just simply isn't at that point yet. But overall, if it can really do everything that it's promising, I'm really looking forward to this. I'm a Samsung Galaxy man myself. My cell phone's over there, so I won't show you guys. I'm too far. But, I would be willing to switch from Samsung to Sega if this phone can really be as impressive as it is. We don't know, the 12 gigs of RAM and the 2 terabytes of internal storage, that's like way more powerful than the Nintendo Switch, and it's almost as powerful as the Xbox One X there. And so that should be really exciting, but it begs the question, do you stream the games? Because a lot of technology seems to be going to streaming games. Or will you be downloading it directly to your phone, hence the 2 terabytes of internal storage? Or will it be some sort of combination thereof? That'll be really interesting to see. There are so many more questions than there are answers with this, but if it can deliver these few things that it was promising right here and now, I think Sega is going to have a home run on their hand. Let me know down in the comment section what you guys think about the old Sega Tennyson phone here. Let me know if you like Sega, or what consoles you like, what phone you use. If you want to be my friend, give me your cell phone number. Nah, just kidding, don't give me your cell phone number, because someone on the internet will be like, ha-ha! Enjoy your robocalls. So, yeah, don't give me your cell phone number. Yeah, besides, I'm not really good about answering phones anyway. But, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on the Twitter, Instagram, and Vero at Jorn, Jorn, Vaughn, V-O-N, Beagle, B-E-A-G-L-E. And, hopefully we're gonna have some good stuff and some promising announcements from Sega in the near future here. I'm Jordan Rolfes from Beagle Rampant Productions. You guys know you're the best subscribers of any YouTuber on the entire planet, and I love ya. Bye! 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 Santa says bye.